Caution is the word as we travel through the wintry weather. Lisa Sugar got some important tips for those who must venture out in the slick conditions.
Pleased to welcome back again to our studios James May, the District Press Officer from PennDOT, with some more very important information and tips to help us survive winter. We're trying to survive winter, but we're hoping that it goes very quickly and painlessly as well. You have a great app available. We keep trying to remind people of this. You've made some enhancements to it, so it's really a great tool for when you have to drive around in the Pennsylvania winter weather.
511pa.com is a great, that's the website, and then the app is 511pa. Is a great resource that I encourage people to use as much as they can. There are some unique features to this. It does have a lot of the same things like a lot of your other apps would have, where you can go on and you can see traffic conditions, you can see what's taking place on the roads. But two of the really unique features of this is, one, this year we're starting, last year it was a pilot, and this year we're ramping it up and making it much bigger, where you can actually go on there and see the plow trucks. We have what's AVL, Automated Vehicle Locators, in the vast majority of our plow trucks. And you can go on there and you can see where the plow trucks have been. This is nice because you're able to then, if you're getting ready to go out and you see there's a plow truck that's about 3 minutes from your house, you may want to wait until it goes by your house and get behind the plow truck rather than in front of the plow truck. My son came back from college over Christmas, and I was literally on there looking at where the plow trucks would be. When he would pull over, I'd say, Isaiah, stay there. He's a teenage boy, so he's always stopping to eat. I'd say, stay there for a little bit longer because there's a plow truck going down the interstate. I want you to get about 5-10 minutes behind that plow truck. And he was able to wait and get behind the plow truck. It's a great resource. The other aspect of the 511 app is that you can actually click and see traffic cameras. Many times up at Denmore, we have all of these traffic cameras, and you can literally look at the road and see the road conditions of what it looks like before you head out. So 511pa.com or 511pa app, and you can also see real-time traffic conditions and other things as well.
And you told me you get a lot of phone calls this time of year over mailboxes when there is plowing going on. So give us some tips on that.
And you know, most people think that the plow truck hit their mailbox. About 99% of the time what's happening is the plow truck is pushing all the snow and especially the ice, and it ends up going over and hitting the mailbox. Unfortunately, the situation is that most mailboxes are placed within PennDOT right-of-way. I know the federal government, the post office says we want your mailbox right out alongside the road so that we can deliver mail to you. And PennDOT allows that to take place. We don't have problems with people putting mailboxes in our right-of-way. But when that's done, then there's no longer a liability because our plow drivers do have to go by and they have to push the snow. Now, if one of them drives into your yard and causes damage, obviously we will pay for that. But as a general rule, if they're going by and simply plowing the road and the snow and ice goes up and it hits your mailbox, PennDOT is not liable. So there are some options. Most people don't do this, but you know, some of the options would be if you know there's a major snowstorm coming, you may want to have a mailbox that's removable. It sits on a post and actually take it in. Other people, this is normally out in the country, you may have a mailbox that has a long swinging arm on it, and then if there's a storm coming, you can move it back in. But it's one of those situations where it's in our right-of-way, we will allow it to be in our right-of-way, but if it's damaged because of the ice and the snow, PennDOT won't be liable.
And what if I just cleaned out my driveway and a truck went by and now I can't get out?
It's always funny because when our guys are not out plowing the roads, people get really upset because why weren't they past my house? But then when they go by the house, especially if it's a situation where somebody goes out and they get their driveway all cleared off and then the plow truck comes through and pushes the snow, the guys cannot control where the snow goes. So really, the best policy would be you may want to wait until after they go by to make sure that your snow is cleared off, or simply know that when they're coming through, they have to push all the snow. People have sometimes asked, well, can't they just lift the blade when they go by my driveway? Well, they can't do that because if they do it for your driveway, they have to do it for every driveway, and then the danger becomes you're going along a clear road and all of a sudden you hit this one patch in front of Joe's driveway that is icy, and then it's clear, then it's icy, then it's clear. So they can't. There's really not any other option. We just ask you to work with us. We're going to plow the roads as quickly as we can. When we do that, it does push it to the right, and it often goes in people's driveways. So if you can just clear it after that or come back a second time and do that, there's really not much other option that we have.
good advice. We're all just going to keep our fingers crossed that we don't get any snow.
And
We
don't
won't have
shoot
to
the
worry.
messenger. And don't shoot the messenger on these type of things with this or the other topics. You know, this is kind of the reality of what we're dealing with. So yeah, don't shoot the messenger.
No, we're just glad the messenger's here to give us the message. All righty, so just cooperation is the key, but keep your fingers crossed that we have warm weather. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.